In there. Rebels in the yellow. Popular uniform they've been wearing since the Charm City Classic. Arguably, you could say this Rebels team has improved since the transition from blue to yellow. They're going to start here. Over here is Bad Boys Titans. We're going to be around. And they're going to set up this first play. Let's go ahead and frame the shot from far away. Price takes it. Complete to Johnny on the left side, and he's pulled right down. Set the field. Here live at the site of OMFFL for this fall season. Also was the site of Charm City Classic 2018. We were here 3 years ago when the program came down here to Charm City and played Get Some, a 6-3 Get Some win. Price gonna take it, batted, bobbled, incomplete. They almost had it. How you doing? Good, good, good.
But everybody gonna go the same direction.
Gotcha. Glad to be here today. Westlow's blown pre-snap. Rebels a little late this morning. They had mentioned they have issues getting guys here early for games like these. Very early morning kickoff here in Owings Mills. Let's go ahead and get everything set up. First quarter. Rampage, Elite Rebels, two teams that's met plenty of times over the last few years. You go back. That's where it really all began. Clash of York won back in 2019 when Rampage beat what was then BC Elite. There was a completion on that right side and out of bounds. Defeated a then BC Elite in the semifinals of that tournament. They would meet again the next summer at the summer showdown twice. BC Elite won the first game over Rampage, but Rampage won the rematch to win the tournament. Met again at Clash of York 2. Rampage victorious once more, 14-11 on a Saturday game. They've met all season in OMFFL. Back in the spring, it was Rampage victorious. However, this fall, twice over, the Rebels have gotten them. Incomplete. Once here in the regular season of OMFFL, and the other time in the Clash of York 3 championship. Rebels playing A bracket ball. All throughout the year, they've taken on every single one of the teams in the top 5. Took on Punishers at Charm City, took on Strong Island in Ocean City, took on Rollers in Ocean City for the first time. Main event for the first time in Atlantic City. Lions back at Ocean City. Out of those, they've gotten a win on the Rollers and the Punishers. And competitive games with Strong Island. And the second competitive game with the Rollers back at Charm City. Pulled down right there. First and goal coming up for Rampage. Rebels will be playing A at Nationals as well. I got them ranked number 9 in the latest TBT rankings. Bit of a boost coming into this. He was talking about a strong performance at Charm City Classic. Got a win on the Punishers. Took a tough loss to the Rollers both days. Albeit that was the champion of the tournament. Second game a bit more closer, a 13-10 loss. A game-winning drive by CJ Tarver at the end to take down the Rebels. Price in the gun here. And it's going to be a false start. They're back in league play a few weeks ago. The Elite Rebels got a win over Rampage. Well, I believe it's the first time they've gotten one on them in official play. Beat them at Clash of York 3. Talk about the strong performance the Elite Rebels had. Crushed prime time. Fell short to Boyz Auto on Saturday. However, rebounded strong Sunday with statement wins on Dream, Bad Boys, and Rampage to win it all. Fires it up incomplete. Rampage, number 18 in the TBT rankings. Overall, I'd say they're the best team that's played in the B division all year. Arguably a borderline A team. They've played and beaten A teams. They've beaten the Misfits twice. They got the Scorpions back at the OMFFL Championship back in June. The last time we were in Owings Mills for league ball. Ironically enough, that was in Essex. Price. Bobbled and complete. How about the resume Rampage has put together? As you mentioned, they've beaten Boyz Auto, who's been playing A for the last few months. They've beaten the Misfits. They've beaten the Scorpions. They've beaten the Elite Rebels. Only team in the DMV and the A division that they've not beaten yet is Dream. Remember, they got one on Ride Out as well. Back in the semifinals, has a sack. Here comes the defensive line with full force. Pass rush has improved tremendously for this Rebels team. This defense struggled early on in A play. Go back to Ocean City, surrendered 41 to the Misfits, 35 to the Lions, 28 to the Rollers, and then 21 to Strong Island. But throughout the year, they have improved. Their strongest performance was arguably at York, allowing only 6 to prime time. Boyz put up 21. Dream they held to 6. Bad Boys had 2 late scores. Rampage only had 12. Even going back to Charm City, an improved performance. They held Punishers 18. They've held the Rollers to 13. This Elite Rebels defense has improved tremendously as this year is going on. Price will punt it. Return coming. And pulled right down. So Elite Rebels will take the field on offense. We're going one way due to a safety issue on the other side of the field here. Just noticed earlier on. So this ought to be one way. Then we'll be over here at the turf field for the next game. That'll be Misfits and the Maryland Venom after this. For now, it's Rampage, Elite Rebels. I believe the second quarter was just signaled or something. I heard it spoken. We'll be on this feed all day, guys. No need to switch to the championship. Championship will go to a separate stream. But the first 3 games, this one, the Misfits Venom game, and the semifinal, and anything we catch in between, We'll all be on this live. No need to change the channel. We'll be here all day on TBT until we crown a winner. And off on that left side. Body up. It's a message you got to send on defense that they're play like that. Second down coming up. What's at stake here? Rampage trying to win back-to-back OMFFL championships today. Add to their resume for this year. We talked about it already. Ocean City B champions. Beat Boyz Auto that weekend to win it. Charm City B champions. Beat the Blackhawks. Semifinalists at AC fell to Ride Out. Runner-up to Elite Rebels at York. Runner-up and MFFL to the Scorpions. They've been in the Final Four almost every step of the way through. Going back to the OMFFL playoffs last year, you recall. Last fall, they got to the semifinals. They seemingly had Aftermath beaten. But some play calling, questionable decisions, and penalties took Rampage at a field goal range to win late. Gave Aftermath a chance, and Aftermath came away with the win late, 8-7. But going back to that day, November 1st last year, Rampage has been in a Final Four setting, semifinalists or finals, for every tournament or league they've been in. They've been on a dominant run for a year. Gonna keep the momentum going. This man's been on a run all year, TJ Holston. And he knows how to throw too. Big first down for the Elite Rebels. The Rebels, like we said, pretty light today, but they've been playing light for a bit. Quarter has just been called. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is tied at 0 between both of these squads. Today begins Champions Month. We're crowning multiple champions across the area in the sport of 9-man over the course of the next month. OMFFL and MFFL today. I think they'll be going live at Tucker Road. Somebody will, I hope, soon. We'll have updates of that if we do get them. We'll try to get updates on Bad Boys Titans as well. They're playing right now on the other field. Holston. Turning up. Big miss. Got to get a pull there. That's athleticism. Oh, I don't know about that pitch at the end. That was 6. That was 6. I don't know. I would not have pitched it there. That's one of those times where you got to just take the ball and run it in. I get it. The pitch game is more popular than ever, but not a good decision there, and it might come back to bite the Rebels. That was easy 6. I was a little thrown off myself when I saw the ball come out. Not what I would do in that setting. And now if you're Rampage, you get another chance here to get a stop. You got spared a potential touchdown just now. Rebels just got to capitalize.
10.
Watch the crack, Jugi. Crack.
Alston. Cut it in himself. He's short. All right, we're going end zone. We're going to try to get the best angle now. Sorry about that. A little bit hard to get some shots here early on.
I don't think it's that far.
There's a booth on field 1. I'm going to try to get in.
Are we awake yet?
That only counts on touchdown.
8 a.m. kickoff's always tough. No matter how local your league is, especially after a Saturday night. And a long Saturday prior, I'd imagine. Overcast day here in Owings Mills. It's going to stay like this all day, from what I've been seeing. Fall weather is here indeed, though. We're going to try to get a good shot at TJ Holston here. Holston.
Oh, yeah!
Intercepted. And, he tried to step out of the end zone. They're going to say down at the inside, so it's going to be a touchback. And that pitch proved costly looking back. Missed opportunity for the Elite Rebels early on, and not what this squad needed to start this game. And if you're Rampage, that's the stop you're looking for. Get some momentum, try to get the offense going. They're going to start right back down here. We mentioned field concern, the end of the field down there has resulted.
What's good, man?
How you doing?
Oh, man, we here.
How you feeling?
I'm here.
Championship Sunday.
To the wheels for a little.
It's going to be a great day. We're looking forward to it. We're crowned 2 today. OMFFL crowning their champion here. MAF will crown 1 down in Tucker Road. November 6th will be Rhode Island. I know their league is also looking to crown a champion. I don't know when that'll be. Might be next week. Could be after. KFFL. They're looking to crown a champion next month. Capital Classic. GCFFA. Fires it up. Wide open is Chico. This is what Chico does. Big game, first down. That's just what he does. And we've seen that firsthand from Chico for the last several years. You go back to the championship run he had with the affiliate nation in Washington County back in that spring of 2018. We were there, South High, way down the road at I-70. Chico had a huge performance against Adrenaline Rush in that championship game. Interception, 2 scores. Very instrumental in AFN's 20-14 victory over Adrenaline Rush in that championship game. He's trying to win another crown today. Complete middle. Pulled right down. He does not yet have an OMFFL championship. He won county last year as well with the Misfits, beating Showtime. Ironically enough, also quarterbacked by Chris Boone of the Misfits. That was last year. Another great performance by Chico. Fantastic athlete. One of the best you'll find out here in the area. Trying to get another trophy added to his case. Completes to that left side. Him and Price have become a nice connection over the course of the last year. Remember, he joined at Clash of York. That was his first official day on the job of Rampage. Leaving AFN after a long stint there. Been part of the last 2 Ocean City Beach champion teams. We're down here. Trying to get zoomed in. Price. Pull right down. We in the end zone. Here we go. Third down coming. False start. As you mentioned, we'll have it live on here all day. First 3 games at the very least. I just posted a YouTube link. Sorry about that. I've been a little slow trying to get set up this morning. Price going to be in the gun. See what we can do against this elite Rebel secondary. Complete Chico on that left side, pulled right down. First down and goal. So we'll stay back here. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Scorpions and Spartans scheduled for after this. That'll be No Mercy Scorpions and the Baltimore Spartans. Bad Boys and Titans facing off over there on field 1 right now. Winner of that game will take on the winner of Misfits and the Maryland Venom. And then about high noon, we'll meet for the championship. We're going to get as much as we can of every game possible. There will be some bonus coverage here and there. Just got to make sure it's at the right place at the right time. Complete right side. Turn it up. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Touchdown Rampage. Great start to the morning. Timeout. 6-0. Going for 1 now. Go around, get some scores from yesterday. We were over in Shippensburg for KFFL. Had a couple games. So first this extra point. And we'll do the recap. They got to hold the post. Try to get the best angle we can up here. Yeah, they say they want to move it over there. That's probably a better idea. I think it was meant to be there. I think it was just off a little. We're going to climb up here. A little bit of a steep slope for this extra point. Winner going to kick it. Kick is out. That's good. Seven nothing. I think I'm going to stay back here because all the action's literally coming here. So we're going to experiment with a hill view. I feel like a lot of the shots I've been getting have been messed up because there's a lot of big bodies in trenches today. Unfortunately, I'm not very tall. So we're on the hill view. I'm going to try to get to that booth over there too. Yeah, if we can get to that booth, it'd be even better. I like the views up here a little bit better than some of the views I get over in other places. Update from across the flag football 9-man nation. Yesterday's results up at Shippensburg. It was X-Dogs 20, Demons 12. Followed by Demons 28, Spartans nothing. That's the Tri-State Spartans. And then the game of the day, we have it on YouTube and the TBT Facebook. Tyler Spencer had it as the X-Dogs defeated the Killer Bees 21-18. Trying to get the whole frame here. False start. Outlaws over the Tri-State Spartans 24-0. And with that victory, Outlaws set a franchise record for most wins in a regular season. Or tied a mark, actually, I should say, going back to the first team, the original Spartans back in 2018. The original KFFL Spartans, that is. We're going to get the best shot we can. Holston. Throws. Sangari pulled down. I'm going to read the comments in a moment, fellas. West Virginia Venom over the Killer Bees 19-12. And then they beat the Outlaws 27-13. Pure Chaos gets their first win of the season, beating Primetime via forfeit. We'll be live there next weekend. More action. Misfits got a triple header. They got the West Virginia Venom, as well as Primetime and the X-Dogs. Holston. Complete. Money. Touchdown, Elite Rebels. One play can make a difference. 7-6. 2 minutes has just been called. I'm going to go over to Misfits Venom, Travis, on field 1. And we'll stay with that one and follow the high seed remaining after that. So if Misfits win, the next game after will be their semi with either Bad Boys or Titans. And if they don't win and Scorpions and Rebels do, then I'll come over here for the semi here. Extra point pending. There'll be more action across the country. GCFFA played Friday night. Chang Gang victorious over the 56ers, 26-6. They defeated the Dragons via forfeit after that, and then culminated the night with a loss to the Punishers, 12-0. Game called in the first half due to an altercation that briefly happened. GCFFA, they're back in action today. I don't have a list of games on me. Maffo in action as well. Their playoffs going down today. Rhode Island, I believe, is in action. That's a beautiful kick. What a kick.
What's up, Joey?
Fred just nails it. What's up, Scott? How you doing? You getting in this game, Scott?
Hopefully not. Good job, T.
Scott only works Saturdays in 9-man.
Yeah, Saturday's only.
So 7-7 is the score. We'll stay up here on the hill. I'm just trying to get the best angles for this one. I've never done this side before. With all the action going down there, though, I'm just going to stay up here. Mentioned there's a bit of a safety concern down there at the other end zone. So because of the safety concern, they are not going to run both sides. Normally they're over there on the other side, but a lot of things going on. Under Armour actually shoots commercials down here at Newtown. I believe they're having a shoot today. It's always a busy day down here. A lot of confusion. Whistle is blown. Good, because I didn't have that shot properly framed. Message Ben, Travis. I know Ben's here. He's taking some photos. He did some live last year when him and I did playoffs for OMFFL. Rampage coming back out. Price. That's a sack. Placed dead immediately. For both of these teams, I believe this will be the last time you see either for a bit. Rampage will not be playing again until Capital Classic. That'll be next month, November 20th and 21st. We'll be live for the very least for day 2. We'll be down there covering as much as we can get. Went down to Capital Classic back in 2019. Last time that happened, Rampage came away with the A championship, defeating 7-point spread. We'll see if they come back for A this year. They've been playing B all year, but they usually are AT for that November tournament, whether it be a DC or Hagerstown. Complete to that left side, Chico. He ain't got nowhere to go, though. Talk about that 2018 Mason-Dixon Classic. Rampage won the A championship up there in the fairgrounds, our sanctuary, last summer, beating out the Scorpions. And then the next year, Rampage knocking out 7-point spread to win the championship. Back-to-back A champions in November tournaments in the DMV. See if they'll do another A round or whether it'll be B for this one. Price. Sacked again. The Elite Rebels D-line is just getting in there. Price is not getting any time. First of about 4 games we'll have for you today. Next game will be Misfits and the Maryland Venom, followed by a semifinal. We'll see which one. And then the championship. Timeout is called on the field. As I mentioned, Capital Classic will be the next time we see Rampage next month at Tucker Road. This will be the last time we see the Elite Rebels as well until then. Albeit you can catch some of the key pieces on the Rebels on Saturday mornings in the Keystone Flag Football League. In fact, I do believe they got a few games this week coming up with the West Virginia Venom and primetime. Other than that, we won't see them in the Cap Classic. They should be in A, I would believe. They will be A come Nationals. Rampage, WB. Price gonna punt it. Pitch on that sideline. I'm hearing a flag guard. No call though. Pulled right down. Rampage wanted a flag guard, but it was never called. First and goal, I believe it'll be for the Rebels. They're going to have to come down here, though. As we mentioned, a safety issue has resulted in the field being one way for this playoff. And looks like it'll be unsportsmanlike on Rampage. Normally, you don't get a penalty for the F word, but when there's a shut the up in there, that'll probably draw one. That does fall under unsportsmanlike. Rain's starting to drizzle a little bit behind me. Rain was a factor yesterday at Shippensburg. We went through that all day. Just on and off non-stop. It's definitely fall, you can tell. We're here for it all, though. Special advantage is the fact that we're next to a cell tower, so I got 5G across the board right now. Service is kind of wild. Trying to get an hourly down here in Owings Mills. Pulled up my other phone. Timeout is called. Tree might be a factor in this field, so I'm gonna get an angle at least. Does it recognize the scenery? This was the site of Charm City 2018. We were down there covering our local league teams at the time, Mayhem, Program, and the affiliate nation. We were there for Mayhems and the Strong Island Bulldogs, as well as our game with Laney's. We got to see the affiliate nation in action against the Blazers and Seminoles in that tournament. And had some matches up with Program against Team Petty and Get Some. It's a great time that day up in Newtown. We were here last year for the first 2 weeks we did at OMFFL. Remember, the season started here before issues came up, and as a result, we had to relocate a little bit down the road. Things are good now. OMFFL back in full swing. We come downhill a little bit. That tree's in the way there. I don't want to run into any shots there. Holston. Screen coming towards us. Beautiful. Touchdown. Elite Rebels. That's twice today. (13-7) Rebels. And if I were to say what one of the best rivalries in 9-man in this area is right now, I had to go with Elite Rebels versus Rampage. We talked about the history early on. They've met at every 9-man tournament in York. Whether it be the semis of Clash 1, a Saturday game in Clash 2, the championship of the Summer Showdown, championship of Clash 3. And that extra point's good, 14-7. And this is another chapter of what has become a very competitive rivalry between these two squads.
Don't worry, Steve. You can go see the Ravens game, buddy.
Scott's still got the arm. Timeout is called. So letting Steve Winter know on live that he'll watch later on, that he'll be home in time just to watch the Ravens. Those of you not familiar with the locale and geography of where we are, this is Ravens country out here in Owings Mills. They love their Baltimore Ravens out here. I'm all right with the Ravens. They're all right with me. I backed them both times they were in the Super Bowl. They got a 1 o'clock game with the Cincinnati Bengals later on. My LA Rams will be in action later. We got the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff's homecoming to LA. He's going to shred us. Just wait. He's going to tear us apart. Left side, Chico again. And Chico's been a go-to for Chris Price all year, going back to when Chico joined last October. He wasn't with Rampage in the playoff loss last year to Aftermath, but he was there when they won the championship back in July, or June rather. July was the MAFA one. We talked about it. Rampage overall has played in 5 championship games this 9-man season. They won Ocean City over Baez Auto, the tournament over there back in April. They beat the Scorpions in Essex for spring OMFFL playoffs. Lost to the Scorpions 3 weeks later on Tucker Road in the MAFL playoffs. Completion on that right side. Pull right down. Beat the Blackhawks at the Charm City Classic. And that's going to be halftime. Just as they trailed in the Clash of York 3 championship, Rampage trails now. Rebels lead 14-7 at the break. We'll be right back for the second half. For the second half, score here is Elite Rebels 14, Rampage 7. 3 seed versus 6 seed. Winner to play the winner of the No Mercy Scorpions. Might be going to the Baltimore Scorpions designation now. A bit of a familiar logo popped up last night in my inbox. Right side looks like Zangari, and he's pulled right down. They're going to be taking on the Baltimore Spartans. We'll be on the other field for Misfits and the Maryland Venom. Misfits playing 2 Venoms this week. They got Maryland Venom today, and then next Saturday, it'll be a showdown, battle for first place Misfits and the West Virginia Venom facing off for that first spot in the KFFL. Venom will not necessarily clinch for a win. The X-Dogs still looking up as well. They're fighting for that position, as are the Wolverines. And prime time. Big time battle for first place in Shippensburg. Separation Saturday. We'll be there next week. I know I'll be live. We'll see if we can get Keith Giles back in. Because we know it's going to be a busy day of 9-man. The only league playing after this week. Look down here. Holston. Running on his right side, and he's hit on the sideline. Rampage wanting a flag guard. But I don't think there will be one. Right out in Southside does have a live going. I'm trying to get some info on it.
These niggas said they thought he scored. What the?
That's Chaz live over there on the MFFL page. I'm watching his live right now. Trying to get you an update on Southside and Rideout. Southside just stopped. The line's held short of the end zone. They got a first and goal or second and goal scenario right now over there. That's a low snap, dead ball. We'll try to get an update on Bad Boys Titans as well. A lot of 9-man action going on today. Rideout just scored on Southside. And I believe I've heard they've taken the lead with that. Don't have a score yet. They're back here, and that's going to be a pre-snap whistle. False start coming. So we got the update down at Tucker Road. Rideout and Southside are tied at 13 at the moment. We'll keep you updated on that and any other games that come across our way. That's a wild card game right now being played down there in Fort Washington. Meanwhile, up here now is Mills Holston. That's a sack. That reception is all for naught. Third and 2 cones. Holston. Zingari? Yes, sir. First down, Rebels. Big time play, just what they needed. They have a chance to bust this one wide open with a score here. Holston. Interception. Pull right down. Rampage back in it. 2 costly picks down here today by Holston and the Rebels. That's 2 touchdowns off the board. Could easily be 28-7 right now, but instead it's 14-7, and Rampage has a chance. Price. Nowhere to go. False start. And Rampage going backwards. Rampage trying to be a full-year champion, winning both spring and fall. Rebels going for their first league championship. I believe the Bad Boys just scored on the Titans down there. Nice little matchup there. Rematch of last year's quarterfinals where the Titans beat the Bad Boys. Incomplete. Price almost picked. Right side pulled down. Oh, sorry about that. Rampage trying to get the ball down the field here. They're down by 7 here in the second half. Winner of this game to the semifinals, where they'll take on either the the No Mercy Scorpions, or they will take on the Baltimore Spartans. Should be an underrated game. The left side, Chico, not too far, but I believe it's enough for a first. So Rampage starting to move it again. Quarter called, so that's the end of the third. So at the end of the third quarter, the score is Elite Rebels 14, Rampage 7. And we have roughly about 12 minutes to go in somebody's season. After the game, we'll start making our way to field one for Misfits and Venom. Bryce throws incomplete. Left side pulled down. Third down coming. We'll have 4 games today and anything in between. So, like, let's just say in between games of waiting for one to start, I might go over and check bonus coverage. We'll broadcast everything up until the championship on one stream. It'll stay here, so feel free to watch whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Keep it on. We'll be live up until the championship, and then the championship will cut the stream, start a new one, and go from there. And Price drops it. No declaration from Rampage. Price of punt. And the Rebels will get it. So now if you're the Elite Rebels, normally this is an up-tempo, high-paced flag football team. They put up 3 to 4 scores a game. But this is the time of the game to start slowing the pace, kill some clock. 8 minutes on the clock. You can kill at least 6 here. Depending on the rate at which you get your first downs. You get one at a time every couple plays. You should be able to run that thing as low as possible. But as long as you have a 6 and have as little time left on the clock as possible, you got to win. So it's going to be a gut check for Rampage. Holston. Incomplete. Second down coming. Austin pulled down. Not much of a gain. Rampage laying very well up front. Halston. Pulled down. Nowhere to go for Holston. Rebels at the punt, and they did not kill enough clock. They did not kill hardly any. Might have taken all 3 to 4. They might have cut it in half, but still enough time for Rampage to move the ball. No declaration. Punt coming. And pulled down. So Rampage of a shot. Price can beat the Chico, pulled down. Rampage moving the ball. Here we go. Looks like Bad Boys and Titans have just gone final. And it appears the Bad Boys are advancing to the semifinals. That's how it looks over here. Could be wrong on that. Price almost intercepted, short of the end zone. That would have been a game changer. That would have been crucial. Had a chance to stop the drive dead, but it keeps going. Price. Chico open. Through the woods. The trees. He'll score. Touchdown, Rampage. Two minutes has been called. So we got 14-13. Big time play by Chico. And with this, Rampage can tie the game. Or may take the lead. We'll see what they want. Looks like they're going for two. Let's try to get down here to avoid missing the end zone. Tree was in a bit of a way at the last shot at the end. Looks like they are going for two. Price and company. Trying to get the lead here. We'll frame the whole field. Here we go. Race. Got it. 15-14. One-point game for Rampage. Late heroics by the offense once again. We saw it last season in MFFL, back in the playoffs, the quarterfinals against PME. And they find the same magic right here, late against the Rebels. 1-point game. Rebels got to do something late. Complete left side. Looks like Holston. It looks like Dallas first from here. Didn't know he was down here. No, he's on Wolverines on Saturdays. A little low, almost picked. Misfits and Venom going to start on field 1 in a moment. 2 minutes has been called here. As soon as this one wraps up, we will head over to field 1 for Misfits Venom. Right now, we are waiting for the final of this one. Scorpions and the Spartans coming after this. And we'll have both semis in the chip. Alston. Incomplete on the left side. Fourth down coming up. And got played. No defensive pass. No DPI. That'll do it. Rampage will take over. Let's see, they'll call it here. I believe Rebels had timeouts left. 15-14 Rampage. I think they're going to come out here for a few more plays. Rampage looking like they're going to head to the semis. Deja vu all over again for the Rebels. Late loss to Rampage after a hard-fought effort. 2 times they had chances to score down here, but both times ended with a pick. Got to start thinking about what if for this Rebels team. There's so many opportunities to win this game, and yet so many squandered. Misfits and Venom are starting down there. They're marking it. We'll be down there in a minute for that one. We're going to wrap up this one. And then we'll head over to field 1 for Misfits and Venom. Price throws. Right side. Oh, a stiff arm. Pull right down. .130 remaining. And to Johnny. Rampage wants a hold. I don't see one. 3rd down coming up. So no hold called. Price. Hand off to Johnny. That'll do it. Rampage to the semifinals. They defeat the Elite Rebels 15-14. I'm Joey Blaze. We're going to head over to field 1 for Misfits and the Maryland Venom. We'll see you in a bit. We are live from Newtown High School here in Owings Mills. Sparks gonna go run it. Robbie turning up. First down for Robbie Sparks. And a good start for the Maryland Venom. We're gonna try something different. They built this since I've last been here, so I want to see what we can do with it. I believe the booth itself is locked, but I'm gonna try to sit smack dab in the middle and try to get some high elevation shots. It's all framing today. Misfits on their opening drive. They're going to switch it. That's right. So they're switching it. So we're going to go. We'll try to sit in the middle as much as we can. Let's see if I can get in. Last time I wasn't able to. Still locked out. Damn. All right. That just makes Newtown more lit, though. I like Kenwood, but I think Newtown might be a little better. How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're going to sit here and frame it. We're going to get to the high point. Change the scoreboard in a minute. High snap, Sparks. Turn it up, touchdown, Venom. Switch it all up here. Man, looks like we're getting some rain again. That's one thing we were afraid of. We will stay with this though, unlike yesterday. Incomplete. Batted back down, incomplete. Misfits, Maryland Venom. Second game of the day. Scorpions and Spartans are down there playing over at Field 2. Rampage punched their ticket to the semis, as does the Bad Boys. Bad Boys have played a winner of this one. Rampage, the winner, played a winner of Scorpion Spartans. Boone. Hold down, nowhere to go. Early struggles for the Misfits. Snap, boom. Incomplete. Wow. Off the hands of Zeke. And Misfits will punt. All right. So a shocking start here for the number 6 team in the country. Number 1 in this league, number 1 in KFFL, number 3 in GCFFA, number 1 overall in the South against a Maryland Venom team that has had a bit of a rough go this year. They sit at 8-20-1 coming into this game, does Venom. They did win the 4-State Force tournament we did back in January in Greencastle and Hagerstown, beating out the Prime Time, beating out Killer Bees rather, and the Tri-State Spartans in that tournament. Turn coming, and he's pulled right down. So Misfits defense coming onto the field. Venom's offense. Venom in the white, some slight blue. Misfits mostly in black. Winner of this game will take on the Bad Boys in the semifinals. Right now, Scorpions and Spartans are squaring off over on the other field. Winner of that will take on Rampage. We'll try to have bonus coverage of each field if possible. If Misfits win, we're going to follow them to the next round. If not, then we may just see what's happening with Field 2. Potential Rampage Scorpions rematch in that semifinal over there. We'll try to check it out if it does happen. Sparks. Broken up, incomplete. Timeout is called by the Misfits. We mentioned the Misfits, they got 2 for Rays with a team called Venom this week. This is the first one. Second one will be on Saturday as part of the Keystone Flag Football League regular season. They'll take on the West Virginia Venom in a battle for first place. Bit of a battle up there up top with the Misfits, West Virginia Venom, Wolverines, and X-Dogs. Oh, they got tipped a little. I think it's going to be considered a completion, though. Let's see. Yes, sir. Wow, what a play. And that is exactly what the Venom needed here. Sparks. That pitch had me thrown off. Great play. And Venom right now has a lot more motion and intensity than what this Misfit sideline does. Gotta wonder, workload's starting to catch up a little. This is the team that played 4 games up in New York last week. Fell short to the Punishers. Fell short to Chang Gang. Originally had lost to the Dragons. However, the Dragons disqualified due to an ineligible player. So as a result, Misfits got the win there. But at the end of the day, right, with an upset victory over the, at the time, #1 Strong Island Bulldogs. Bulldogs falling out of that top spot. Punishers taking that spot right now. Misfits, they're sitting at 6. They still got a bit of a gap there between them and Lions, who are doing absolute work up there in Rhode Island right now. They are running that league as they put in the work all year, and not much going there. Boone checking in on the clock. Don't want to lose any time. Misfits, what's at stake here, trying to get their 3rd straight fall championship in a row in what would be 3 different leagues for the fall. You go back 2019, they were KFFL champions, defeating the Killer Bees 42-0. TJ Holston, quarterback of the Elite Rebels, was the QB for the Misfits that season. And then last year in Washington County, Misfits knocked off Showtime 25-21. A game that Tyler Spencer had. A whole lot of what was to come this year was seen in that game. Sparks. Complete. Pulled right down. Venom is methodically moving the ball. And some of the Misfit guys were with that Killer Bees squad when they faced the Maryland Venom back at 4 State 4s, a game that started in the first half in Greencastle, and due to unfortunate circumstances had to be moved to Hagerstown, Maryland for the second half of that game. Venom won, though, 14-7 that day. Some of the Bees players on there with the Misfits right now. Misfits, for the most part, have dominated Venom in both matchups this year in OMFFL. Maryland Venom trying to get a playoff win. Remember, they played Rampage very close last year in that 8-versus-1 game. A 7-0 matchup was all that was. A game that Ross Collins had for us. Shout out to Ross. He's been out all fall, coaching his son up in BAAA, up in our area. He'll be back sometime soon. But for now, he's putting in the work. Has a dad off the field. Miss you, Ross, whoever you're watching. Robbie to the right. Bowl down. And right now, the game plan Venom is showing is one very much akin to what we saw a few times before against the Misfits. In fact, we saw a similar strategy the Bad Boyz took when they faced off in the York quarterfinals. Timeout offense. Misfits could have 3 today. They win here, they play the Bad Boyz, and then play either Rampage, Scorpions, or Spartans for the championship. Next week, they got 3 more. X-Dogs, West Virginia Venom in prime time. They will face 3 of the top 5 teams in the KFFL next Saturday. I don't know if we could do that at a public school. I'd give a shout out, but I don't want anybody watching who might find that. You got like those fruit pouch drinks, right? From back in the elementary days. Oh, incomplete. Minute 29 to go in the first half. Venom in the white, some blue. Misfits in the purple and black. Tipped it incomplete. Bit of a risky throw there by Sparks. Who, last time we were here, actually, I believe he was the quarterback for the Baltimore Hawks, or was on roster when they were in the Charm City semifinals back in 2018. And that tournament that was won by the Seminoles, who at the time, I believe that was Deuce Dutch's first 9-man championship. He won down here in Baltimore with the Seminoles. They would ride that momentum all the way through the fall into January, where they would win nationals as second gen, and then Worlds the next year in A. So there was that day in 2018 that started the run for the second gen Seminoles. And it all began right here at this school. Sparks to the left. Oh, he got hit on the sideline. Let's see what they're going to call here. Is that a flag coming? It was close. Robbie took a hit. He's definitely feeling it. And that's not good if you're Venom if he is banged up. They got Cam who can come in. Boone has ran onto the field to talk something over with Tyler on the defense. Boone, if you know Chris Boone, as long as I have, you know that he likes to get involved in defense as well as offense. He's been a game changer. At one point considered to be a top 5 linebacker in the state of Virginia. His words, not mine. long storied career. Very knowledgeable competitor is Chris Boone. I can tell you and vouch for a fact that he knows how to win championships. And he is a game changer on any team he's on. Tyler Spencer, one of the better defensive coaches you'll find in the region. Years of knowledge. Flag football's been in his blood since the day he was born. Born in the playgrounds of Marty Snook Park back in the 90s. Still going strong today. Nowhere to go for Sparks. Right there, and that was Tyler. Timeout, Misfits. I'm going to change the quarter. It's actually second quarter. I just noticed I hadn't switched it up yet. We apologize for any broadcast issues today. Sparks. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Maryland Venom. 12-0. Not over yet, though. Far from over. With this Misfits team, it's far from over. But a stunner right here in Newtown. Venom has jumped out to a 12-0 lead on the Misfits here in the second quarter. But with Chris Boone at that quarterback position, you cannot count this team out yet. This game is far from over. I can tell you right back at home, the West Virginia Venom are watching what Maryland Venom is doing right now and taking notes. You know, the X-Dogs are taking notes as well back at home, Matt Eisenberg and company. As is prime time, all of which will face the Misfits next week. Sparks throws incomplete. 12-0. A shocker to start this morning here in Newtown. Meanwhile, Scorpions and Spartans are looking like they're back on the field. I don't have a score there. I'm going to try to see if I can get updates around the area. Just me today. We're all still on coaching duty through the end of this week. Boone. Play left side, Larry. This is where Chris Boone's got to come in and slow this game down for the Misfits. We talked about it. Sometimes you might need to just catch your breath for a second. Try to take Venom out. Venom knows Misfits come hot and heavy. They come firing. Boone the Hall. Trying to pitch it back, but it's dead. Boone going to throw low, incomplete. It's like Venom wanted a grounding call on Boone, but Boone argued he had a receiver in the vicinity. Boone to Cannon, complete. That classic combination we've been watching for 4 years. Trying to win another league championship together. They have 3. And pulled down there. Ironically enough, though, Hall only has 1 as an active player. And that was back in the fall of 2019, his comeback season in the Washington County Flag Football League. After suffering a severe leg injury at Gettysburg in the Summer Classic against the Killer Bees, Hall rebounded. Returned about 14 months later in the fall of 19 to Washington County, where him and Chris Boone won their first championship together. They had a shot previously back in spring of 18, but ADR fell short to AFN. These two have been together for a long time year-wise, despite Hall missing 2 straight seasons in many tournaments in 2018-19. Complete on that left side. Timeout is called. 4 seconds. We're going to go to a better shot, mostly because the guardrail is going to be in the way. So, for those of you familiar with my semi-pro broadcast last year, or when I did Greencastle, it's kind of like this. I would get up there, but that door's locked, so I can't really get in. Be nice because it'd be a nice little central high view. All right, frame it the best we can. Boom. Broke it up, incomplete. And that's going to be half. So at halftime, a shocker early on. Maryland Venom lead the Misfits 12-0. We'll be right. We are back for the second half of Misfits and the Maryland Venom. We got an update from down I-95 at Tucker Road. Ride out victorious over Southside 20-19. Excellent game by all accounts. I was catching the end of that while we were at halftime. So Ride Out advancing to the semis and Maffle for the second straight fall season. They're going to be taking on, I believe it's going to be either Blackhawks or FOE will be the winner. This is who they face. We'll have more updates. I'm trying to see what's going on down there, but I don't think we have anybody down there. Sparks. My God, he's just running away. Nowhere to go. Got to throw it eventually. Not what you needed if you're Venom. That's almost a 20-yard loss. Sideline warning on the Misfits. Winner of this game will play the Bad Boys. Now you gotta talk about the Bad Boys right now. They're one of the better stories this fall. After what it was a downturn and a half from April to September, they certainly have turned it around this fall, particularly this month of October. Waiting to see who they get. Sparks. He's going way back there again. Too high, incomplete. Right now, Misfits defense holding up well. Venom's got to get to the 40. They're way far back there right now. I would got to say about they have to go at least 23 yards, so it's be a 3rd and 23 here. Sparks went way backwards the first time, got pulled down. Second time, he went backwards again. Almost went too far back before the pass went incomplete. If Misfits win, we'll be here for Misfits Bad Boys. If they do not, however, we may be heading to Rampage versus the winners of Spartan Scorpions. We'll see what happens. Still a lot of football to be played. If Misfits win, we'll be here. If Misfits lose and Scorpions win, we'll be at Scorpions Rampage. If both lose, we'll be here for Bad Boys Venom. That's going to be how it goes. Rain has started. Nowhere to go. 4th down for the Misfits. Long ways to go for Venom. Remember that slow, methodic pace and just trying to find holes in that Misfits secondary and linebacking core was part of what made us successful in the first half. But when you start the drive with a 20-yard loss running backwards, in Robbie's case, which that's a warning for the dual threats who are going to be facing Misfits next week. I know Lucas Hall for the West Virginia Venoms watching. He plays a very similar style to what Robbie Sparks does. I would suggest this is a tape for Hall and Venom to watch if they are at home. I think that's a style matchup. I'd like to see a Maryland Venom, West Virginia Venom game. That'd be fun. Pitched it back as soon as he called it. C-Spence did, but nowhere to go. Misfits offense back on the field. Coming up next, if Misfits win, we'll be here for Misfits Bad Boys. If they don't win and the Scorpions win, it'll be Scorpions Rampage. Boone to Cannon on that left side, nowhere to go. Great defense. If both Scorpions and Misfits lose, it'll be Bad Boys and Venom, because Bad Boys will be the highest seed left at that point as the 4 seed. We have Spartans as the number 7, Rampage is number 6, and Venom is number 8. Boom. Complete right side, pull down. Misfits, OMFFL semifinalists or quarterfinalists back in the spring. They fell to the Scorpions in the first round in what was a double overtime battle between those two, 19-13. Who can forget that matchup over at Kenwood? Maryland Venom in that same postseason. They beat the Bulls in the 8-9 matchup. Would have played the Bulls again today, but the Bulls opting out of the rest of the season. Injuries catching up to them. They'll hopefully be back next year. Boone's going to run it. Sorry, guys, the bee on me. Damn thing. And Boone's going to get a couple. Misfits taking some time here, though. Don't get me wrong, they got plenty. We know they can score at will. It's going to be a matter of what they can do here. 1st and goal coming up. See what's going on there. Hold on the offense. So it's a hold on the Misfits, and that's going to come back. Misfits wanted a mutual penalty. They wanted a hold on Venom as well. But nothing called. Venom's an 8 seed, Jeremy. Trey, this field's on time. Scorpion Spartans, I think, just started as well, so I think they're both close to getting right time-wise. Rebels Rampage ran a bit long. But I think Scorpion Spartans have somewhat caught up. Who else? What other comments did I miss? And that's quarter. So we're going to head over. And at the end of the third quarter, Venom up 12-0 on the Misfits. One play could change all, though. They're coming this way, so we're going to take a couple steps down. And we're going to head over. These bleachers have to be new. I don't remember this being in Newtown last year. Looks new. Complete right side. In the end zone. Touchdown, Misfits. Ball down, kick up. It's good. 12-7. So Misfits scoreless in 3 quarters, scoring the very first play of the fourth. And if you're Venom, you need at least a score here or some kind of long drive and a stop. This is where Misfits are the most dangerous. They've gotten their confidence back. They've gotten their swagger back. They've gotten their composure. And you're going to see a much different team the rest of the way than what you saw early on. Just waking up here. That trip to Baltimore can be rough at 9 o'clock for a lot of these players. Venom, a bit of more local team. Timeout call, we'll keep walking. All the action's coming this way, so we're gonna go back to here. Sparks, handoff. Going to the middle. Pulled down. I want to say maybe about a couple yards. Maybe. Misfits defense getting there fast. Venom has played very conservative today, but how conservative can you play at this point if you are this team? Venom unranked. I think I'm probably about close to 30th or 31st overall of all eligible teams. Been a tough season, 8-20-1 on the year. They almost had Rampage and over last year and or last season in Kenwood in the playoffs. Can they get Misfits this time? Middle. And finally pulled down. Big game, first down for the Maryland Venom. And if you're Venom, you can take as much clock as you need to here. They're across midfield. A few things that could happen. A long drive that leads to a score. A quick score. 3 and out leading to a punt, which could pin the Misfits perhaps way back here. But to Chris Boone, a full-size field is nothing. We've seen that plenty of times over the years. The smart money for Venom here is keep coming out in that conservative attack. Execute when need be. You might need to throw at least 1 or 2 more times in this game to be fully effective, though. Complete at least 1 or 2 more passes. But by the same process, you cannot afford any incompletions or interceptions. Anything that can get you off your momentum. Misfits thrive off of it. Robbie trying to run away from Xavier. He's going to have nowhere to go, or maybe not. Finally, Sanchez gets him. That pass rush was coming in hard that time for the Misfits. Second down, 2 sticks. Venom has not completed a single pass in this second half. This is not a high-octane offense. This is a grounded out, grinded kind of team. 7.5 to go. Core unit of this Venom squad. Been around for many years. Complete. First down, Venom. And looks like Robbie got hurt there again. Robbie took a shot. He's taking a beating in this game, and I don't know if he can get out of this one. Robbie being walked off the field. Oh, he's grabbing him. He's stopping to breathe. He took a shot at the end there. That's the thing about this Misfits defensive line is they are physical and fierce. They are not afraid to body up. As long as you go for the flag, that's the rule. They will throw in their hits, though. We see that across the board in this game. There's a call debate, Venom and Misfits debating it. Boone and Regan both on the field for Misfits. So they're going to discuss there. Fourth quarter, 12-7 is the score in favor of the Maryland Venom. They're on the Misfits side of the field. They're going to take their time. I'm adjusting the monopod real quick. Up here in the bleachers here at Newtown. Whole lot of shouting and yelling. A lot of bad feelings. It'll come out this late in the game. Robbie not in. Running. So saying Zabir's got the pull down shy of the first. Robbie's putting himself back in. He needed to come play off. I would think now is 4th down for Venom. So this is going to be one of those plays. They're at the 26. They got to go 6 yards for the first. No field goal being shown here. If they get this first, they could kill some more time. This is where you need to get away from the pass rush. Try to find an edge. It's hard to get an edge, though, on this D-line. They're bringing their best rushers out there right now. Some of the best. On what is a very stacked defensive line for this Misfits team. Sparks will call a timeout, though. So Misfits will take on it, so will Venom. Winner of this game to the semis against the Bad Boys. Spartans and Scorpions, they're playing down there. I got no updates. I got no other voice down there. Ben's on the field taking photos, and I'm up here. We do know Rampage has advanced to the other semi. They'll play the winner of the Spartans and Scorpions. And yet another mating between those two this year. Round 4. I believe 5 is what they're in now. Scorpions have taken 2. Rampage has taken 1. They've tied once. The tie came back in week 1 of OMFFL and MAFL. It was a game played as a MAFL league game played in Baltimore, but counting the both standings. Sparks ain't getting them. Tip to the line. Incomplete. Now Misfits have a shot. Wearing down that offensive line of Venom. Sparks needed a completion there, but Tyler Spencer tipped it. Boone coming out in his classic set, that double quarterback. He's got Cannon back there this time. Usually Cannon's not in that role. Usually a slot guy for Boone. Complete middle. Pulled right down. I heard 35 in running, but I couldn't catch the first number. Incomplete. Second down coming up for Misfits. Jeremy Petty, I don't give a damn what you think, honestly. There's no spin to it. I'm calling it as is. Why don't you go watch Broadax play on Saturdays? Pitch. Pulled down. So Scorpions up 14-0 for them, Reese Williams is saying. Bad Boys beat Titans. That is confirmed, Randy. Hold right down. Try to see what time's left. I haven't heard 2 minutes called yet. That's the biggest key. They call 2, I'll tell you now. Boom to Lowry. Lowry pulled out short. Question is, where are we at time-wise? .520 and running is what I'm hearing. That's way more time than I thought was left. That seems off to me. I don't know. Clock can be weird sometimes. You never know about time. Holding coming up on the Misfits. Let's come back. You know, that's what I was saying too, Jamie. I did not think 520 made sense there. Middle screen. Cannon Hall. Turning up, pulled down. First and goal coming up for the Misfits. Let's head down there. Pulled out shy of the end zone. Looks like Scorpions and Rampage is starting down there. So Scorpions advancing to the semis. They're taking on Rampage down there. We'll either go there or stay here. We'll see. If Misfits win, we will be staying here. If they do not win, we will go to the Scorpions Rampage game, as the Scorpions will be the highest seed remaining. Ball short.
Defense, get ready, lock in. Go.
I'm about to say the 5-minute thing has still got me bugged out because that I felt like at least 5 to 10 minutes went by when Venom had the ball after they said 8 minutes. Boom. Rivalry got it. Touchdown, Misfits. 13-12. 1-point game. Fifteen, 12. Three-point game. We've had some 2 excellent games to start the morning with Rampage Rebels and Misfits Venom. We'll see. We got more to go. Rampage and Scorpions facing off down there for the semifinal 1. We're going to stay on this field, though, for the other semi between Misfits and Bad Boyz. Potentially. We'll see. Can Robbie find one more spark in this Venom offense and score late? Venom led 12-0 at one point. It was 12-0 entering the 4th. Misfits scored in the first play, got a stop, and then drove down the field from there. And that is where we are now. Rampage Scorpion starting up on the other field. Winner of that will come over here to play either Misfits, Bad Boyz, or Venom for the championship. We're down to 5 teams left. We'll be down to 4 at the end of this one. And we'll cut it in half after the next 2. Bit of a roller. Robbie ain't got nowhere to go. That's where trenches come in play. And the trenches of Venom not as strong as the Misfits. Gonna climb up here. Third down. Easily could have been picked. Timeout is called. Third down coming. This is Newtown High School. Intercepted. That'll do it. Misfits to the semifinals. They defeat the Venom 15-12. I'm Joey Blaze. We'll be back in a minute for Misfits and Bad Boys. Not finished. Apparently Venom had a couple timeouts. So we'll get up here for what will be presumably the final drive of the game. Misfits, I got the scoreboard up for the next game already. Boone's going to be sacked. Third down. Rampage Scorpions playing right now on field 2. Winner will play the winner of Misfits and Bad Boys. Misfits, if we win here, will have their 31st win of the year. That puts them second most in 9-man behind Rampage, who sits at 40 right now. Trying to win a third straight different league and 3 consecutive fall seasons. They were KFFL fall champions in 2019. Undisputed Washington County Flag Football League champion in 2020. Boone trying to get out of there. He sacked instead. So Misfits will punt it. I didn't expect a punt to happen. I thought they had this game locked, stocked. So guess not. Now suddenly it's interesting, because Venom will have a shot with the ball one more time. Personally, I thought it was over after the pick. He signed off. He set the scoreboard up. There was some discussion, and then they went back to play. It'll be punted. Ran down the right side. So Venom will have the ball midfield with 1 or 2 final plays, one would imagine. Scorps and Rampage might be done before we even get this next one started. $15-12, Reziel. I'm about to switch it back. Honestly, I thought we'd be over. Like I said, I was setting up for the next game, and then they talked a little bit, and then next thing we know, we were back on. So, not over yet. Venom's still alive. Sparks. That's a pick. The white hoodie had me off a little bit. And that'll do it. Misfits to the semis. They defeat Venom, however. 15-12. We'll be right back from Misfits 5. We're getting back to the bleachers. Here we go. We are live from Bad Boys and Misfits. Third game of the day. OMFFL fall semifinal matchup. Winner to take on the winner of Rampage and Scorpions in the other field. Bad Boys wearing that garnet collar they've had on since Charm City. That old renegade shade of red. Misfits in the black and purple. And complete rematch of a couple of weeks ago in Clash of York. We were there for that one when the Misfits fell to the Bad Boys 15-13, or 17-15 rather. The main controversy behind that game was the blocked field goal at the end, or extra point at the end. It was a field goal, my bad. I'm slipping already. Slipping and tripping. The blocked field goal at the end that allowed for the Bad Boys to seemingly lose at the time. Boone running to the right, pitches it way back. Excellent pitch down the sideline. First down, Misfits. Third meeting this year between Misfits and Bad Boys. Misfits have won both OMFFL league meetings. The lone Bad Boys win, as mentioned, was at Clash of York 3 back at the beginning of the month when they beat the Misfits 17-15. Misfits seemingly blocked the Bad Boys' game-winning field goal, only for the officials to rule that it was a roughing the kicker penalty. This gave Bad Boys another chance. They made the kick, won the game. Fell in the next round to the Elite Rebels, but it stunned the Misfits, who were one and done in day 2. Sac City. Bad Boys victorious over the Maryland Titans earlier. Misfits victorious over the Maryland Venom. On the other field, it was Rampage over the Elite Rebels and Scorpions over the Spartans. Right now, Rampage and Scorpions playing over there. Misfits and Bad Boys here. Misfits number 6 in the country, number 1 in the southern region of 9-man. Number 1 in KFFL, number 1 the regular season in OMFFL, number 3 in the GCA FFA. Semi-finalists at Ocean City and Charm City. They've had quite a resume this year. No championships yet. Last time this franchise won was last year in the Washington County Flag Football League playoffs when they defeated Showtime 25-21. Trying to win their 3rd straight fall championship. Boone Buchanan going to pitch it here, and somehow I could not tell for a minute where Lurie was, but he got it. Possible scenarios here. Could be looking at a Misfits and Rampage championship. Could be a Misfits Scorpions one. Could be a Bad Boys Rampage or Bad Boys Scorpions. Misfits is mentioned, number 6 in the rankings. Bad Boys, number 21. Over there, we got a nice little 7-8 matchup with Rampage and the Scorpions. No information I can give at the moment. Boom. Cannon. First down. 4th down. Boone's saying take a field goal. Third of about 4 games we'll have for you today. After this will be the championship. I don't believe we'll get time to go to the Scorpions Rampage game to do a check-in because they had a much, much earlier start than we started here. At least 10 to 15 minutes had gone by the time this one had started compared to that game. Tim Miller with the kick. That's short. So we're tied at 0 right out the gate. No points for the Misfits. Bad Boys get a stop. Let's see what the Bad Boys can do. Bad Boys, talk about a team beginning of the year. A lot of potential, a lot of talk. A little conglomerate of Renegades and Aftermath. So far, it's been a rough road, though. This was a team in Bad Boys who, a year ago, when the two were split, Aftermath and Renegades, they played almost a year ago to this day in the Clash of York 2 championship, where Renegades beat Aftermath 28-18. Renegades went on to finish in the semifinals in OMFFL, following the Scorpions. Aftermath fell to Scorpions in the championship that fall. At Nationals, Renegades, they were my number 1 team in B coming into the Nationals, based on the resume and work they put together that fall and what little time we had. They had a tough week overall. They beat the Nomads that weekend, lost twice to the St. Louis Spartans. But got wins as well on the Long Island Ducks. Aftermath had tough draws in main event in Strong Island. They beat Texas Prime, but did not make day 3. End of the season, Renegades lost a few pieces. How you doing, Coop? My guy James Cooper down there. Aftermath had a couple pieces depart as well. Some of Aftermath went to play with Scorpions. Others went and played here with the Renegades, the 4 Bad Boys. Bad Boys in that first month were making noise. They were number 2 entering Ocean City. Had a tough draw that weekend with Baez Auto, Tri-State Spartans, the Bulls, the Long Island Ducks, and Rampage, but went 4-1. And gotta get away here. Oh my gosh, that almost was a disaster. Almost a disaster back there. After Ocean City, though, they went 4-11. They had a rough stretch into the summer. 1 and done in OMFFL playoffs. They got to the Sweet 16 in AC, but 1-3 at AC. Tough weekend. Didn't come easy against the Browns, the Long Island Ducks, and having to wrap it up with Rideout at the end of it, as well as the Maryland Venom. Charm City Classic, this team. Got to the Sweet 16, lost to Outcast. Or lost to, not Outcast, but rather, I believe it was Riot Squad. Incomplete there. Fourth down. They're going to go for it. Short is what the Misfits are saying. Yes, sir. First and goal. I've been doing that all day. I can't get my words out. So Misfits get a first and goal. Bad Boys try to go for it on 4th down and 5 from the 15. They fail to convert. What's with these bees? Well, I'm getting away from the bees. They've been pretty bad around here so far. I think it's this weather. Had like 3 of them swarming me. Y'all gotta leave me alone over here. Let's get down here. Sideline out of bounds. Boom. Incomplete. Boom. Hold down. Gonna be a hold on the Bad Boys. So that'll be a first down for Misfits. Man, I can't help with Rampage Scorpions. They're way down there. It's just me and Ben. Ben's on the field taking pictures. I'm up here in the stands. We'll try to get more updates throughout the day of what else is going on around the area. What a catch. Touchdown, Misfits. And Misfits going up 6-0 on the Bad Boys. And that's the one thing they were missing from the last game was long sustained drives. Remember, Bad Boys held the ball a lot in that first meeting this month back in York. That was a huge part. Miller's kick is good. And the score is 7-0. We're getting updates from other places on other things. I don't have the update on Rampage Scorpions. Looks like Rampage is driving down there right now, though. So you got an update for those wondering about other action across the country. Quarter just ended here, so the score at 1 is 7-0 Misfits. Nah, I'm staying up here. It's nice. Oh, okay. Maybe. You might have talked me into it. I don't usually get a high view up like this, so I wanted to take advantage of that. And right out the gate, here we go. Right side. I'm just going to get back to where I was because they're coming right back here. I was overthinking that. Middle, big play. First down. Got updates in other leagues. Don't have an update over there, but I do know Only Us leads Dream 14-12 late in the game there. They're meeting in a playoff matchup down in Tucker Road. Winner plays PME. Nowhere to go on this play. Sack again. Sanchez coming in. Roberts going down on that one. Bit of a different game from the last one. Remember, the Bad Boys, a large part of their attack the last game was keeping the Misfits offense off the field as much as possible with long sustained drives, finding holes in the linebacker secondary position of the Misfits. Roberts. Complete right side. Pull down. Looks like Scorpions and Rampage are at halftime. Fourth down coming up for the Misfits, or for the Bad Boys. We'll have some games for you next week at Shippensburg. We'll be at KFFL for the next to last week of the regular season. Not much Sunday action going forward. We might be doing some spots here and there, but other than that, it should be all Saturdays for the most part the rest of the way. Roberts. Still going. A flag out of nowhere. Flag guard is the call. And that will come back a little bit. So because of the flag guard, it'll be a first down for the Misfits. Looks like Scorpions and Rampage is starting their second half up down there. I got no update. Nobody else is down there that I know of. I came solo today. No Ross. He's still coaching. Ironically enough, this is his last week of coaching. Tyler's on the field right now. You see him over there from Misfits. Keith Giles is also busy with kids football, so he's out. So just me today. We'll have this game as well as the championship. Boom. Already complete. Depending on when this game finishes and if the other game is finished, we will try to go over the field chief and bonus coverage. Right now, they have finished halftime, so they're in the second half. We're a little halfway through the second quarter here. So may not be able to get over there in time, but we'll do the best we can. Live here from Newtown High School. Usual home field for OMFFL. Weren't there this spring, but back here for the fall. Site of Charm City 2018, where the New York Seminoles and Strong Island Bulldogs were victorious that day, beating out the Blazers in main event respectively. Complete. Looks like they won a penalty on the Misfits. And that's what it'll be, intentional grounding on Boone the Misfits. The bees are back. Jesus. There's like 3 of them over here. Okay, enough of the bees. I'm getting away from all that. Jesus. We'll get to a stop now. I'm going to try to stay away from that side of the bleachers. I've had nothing but bee issues the whole time. Those things are annoying. Pretty good chance I might hit the field before this is all said and done because of this. You guys just keep flying in my face. There I am trying to film. 340. Boom. The Misfits a punt. Apologize everybody for moving around. It seems like there's a nest or something over there by where I was sitting for most of the broadcast, so I'm trying to avoid it. And the times since I got over there, I've had 3 of them just pop up on me, so I'm just going to stay away from all that. Don't need that in my life. Let's try to get up here. And we'll stay up here at the very least. Running to the right. Hold right down. 7-0 Misfits. Rampage on the other side. They're driving on Scorpions. Rampage trying to get their 2nd straight OMFFL championship. Scorpions trying to win another fall championship up here. Trying to win their 3rd straight season, or 4th or 5th rather, of a league championship. Remember, they did not win OMFFL last season. That was Rampage over them, the championship. But the Scorpions did beat them in the MAFL championship, 25-4. We had that game for you at Tucker Road. Carlton. Oh my. What a pick. I wasn't sure where the ball was heading, but a big turnover for this Misfits or defense rather. And great field position for the offense. We're going to try to get the Rampage Scorpions in a minute.
Hey, Mom! That's how you work your man. Let's fucking go! Watch how you work your man on that play. You work that man. You work him. That's how you control the
Boone. Chris Boone tripped up. Boone pulled down. Scarborough chasing him. Timeout is called. We'll sit down for a second. I'm about to do something at the B issue up here. It's kind of crazy. Other than that, it's a nice booth. Nice little facility here at Newtown High School. It'd be nice if we didn't have that damn beehive. Boom. Complete right side, pulled down. I'm going to frame it up here, try to get it the most we can to the end zone. 2 minutes has been called. 7-0 Misfits. Remember, I do believe the Bad Boys get the ball back to start the second half, so they have a shot for 2 scores here before the break. But they could also fall behind. Remember, this Bad Boys team, they're not built for shootouts, which is crazy to think, because when this team first formed, we talked about the high-octane offense of Jaleel, Eddie, Zach. And we thought we'd see something of that on this Bad Boy squad, but Jaleel playing receiver now. Eddie not here. Zach's elsewhere. Misfits have a score. 13-0. Now you start wondering how much becomes too much. We'll stay with it as long as it's competitive. Right now it's 13-0. And Misfits, going back to the Venom game, now have 28 unanswered. After giving up 12 to Venom to start. We're going to see where this game goes, because if this becomes a 3-score lead, we're going to go to Rampage Scorpions. Here comes the extra point for Tim Miller. Kick is good. 14-0. Chris Boone going for his 3rd different league championship in 9-man. His first one was Washington County. Let's take a look at Boone down there. In the bucket hat, talking to Lurie and Coop. Carlo standing by. First time Boone won a championship in 9-man for league play was back in the fall of 2018. In the Washington County Flag Football League, he was with Adrenaline Rush when they beat Ruckus to win the championship. He won his first KFFL League championship last fall with Team Blood Talk over the Killer Bees. That was incomplete. Trying to win an OMFFL championship here with the Misfits. If he does, it will be his 3rd different championship. Over the last 4 fall seasons, and 3. He has a streak right now of 3 fall seasons in a row with one. Going back to that 2018 championship in Washington County and that 2020 KFFL championship. In the interim, he won county in 2019 with ADR against the X-Dogs. Right side complete. And pulled right down. Misfits have been on a similar streak. They've had 2 in a row. KFFL last 2 years ago over the Killer Bees. And Washington County last fall over Showtime, who had Chris Boone, Cannon Hall, AJ Reynolds, all on that team. Roberts throws. Intercepted again. Try to pitch it back to Tyler, and it's going to be a pull down. Misfits up 2 scores here in a second. Think about they should hit halftime with that. Yes, sir. So at halftime, Misfits lead 14-0. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Everybody walked away, and I thought for a minute we were done, but no, we're still here. So a few seconds left here in the second quarter. 14-0 is the score. We'll stay with this one as long as it's competitive. Bad Boys put up 17 in the last meeting. They're at 0 right now, and this, like we said, is not an offense built to play from behind. They are very much right now an old school 9-man, kill some clock, execute when need be, get your first downs, your quick plays, your short gains kind of team. Misfits a bit of a more flashier offense. They were held to 15 in the first meeting. They're already at 14 today. Remember, they already had 4 possessions in that first meeting earlier this month. Out of the 4 possessions, the Misfits scored on on 3 of them. The other one, clock ran out before halftime. Much different story today. Boom. Left side complete. Pull down. Boom. Off of Hall's hand, it could play. A little high for Cannon, though, to be fair. If that was a little lower, I think Cannon makes the catch in stride and might go for 6. My current plan is to go to Rampage and Scorpions at halftime. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to get a check-in on Rampage Scorpions. Right now, it's 2 scores. That explains it, Ivan. I don't know. I got 0 sugar in my Rockstar, so I can't really explain that. It is a bit of a mess up here. It looks like homecoming week was a little rough on the school. Hopefully some volunteers will swing by and clean up later. Boone's going to be sacked. Clock's running, but the Misfits haven't gone very far in this drive, so I think they're worried about it. That's halftime. The score here is 14-0. Or someone's yelled halftime. You guys gotta stop yelling. Making me think something's happening. Plan is for me to go down there to Rampage Scorpions to at least get an inside look, maybe catch the latter minutes of it. This game is all but decided. Bad Boys have a shot still, but they gotta make up some room fast. And as we talked about, this is not a team built to play from behind. Boone is running ahead, though. He's trying to add on to this lead before half. For Chris Boone, there's no such thing as too many points. 4th down. Boone trying to win another 9-man championship. He's got 4 league championships. I don't want a Buffalo a rock star. That's a little much. That's a little. We're going to need another. Oz coming on to punt. We're going to head over there at halftime. That's the plan. So Oz will boot it. So Bad Boys back on the field before half. I do see Eddie right now. Was wondering if we would see Eddie Thomas today. Takes it. Pulled down. False start on the play. Complete right side, turn that to the middle. Nowhere to go. We will try to get a live look in at Rampage Scorpions at half. It's coming. Pass a little low, incomplete. Got an update from down Tucker Road. Only Us has knocked off Dream to advance to the semifinals against Playmakers Elite. On the other half of the bracket, FOE has beaten Blackhawks. They will take on Rideout. So the winner of Only Us and PME will take on the winner of Rideout and FOE for the MAFL Championship. Winner of this one between Bad Boys and Misfits take on the winner of Rampage Scorpions and Misfits of that sack, making a statement before half. Hard to guard. And we're going to go on the break there. Misfits 14, Bad Boys nothing. We're going to take a walk to Rampage Scorpions. When we cut back, we should be there if the game is still going. And we're going to try to get back to this one later on. So we'll be right back. Misfits lead 14-0 at half. We're heading to Scorpions Rampage. We're live from Rampage Scorpions. Winner preparing an extra point. Price is going to throw it up. Incomplete. So let's walk over. Couldn't see around. So let's go ahead. We'll get a live look in. Rampage and Scorpions. Misfits are at half with the Bad Boys. The score there is 14-0. So let's hit this one, see what's up. We'll fix the scoreboard in a minute. Just try to get some words from the officials of what's been happening. Morning, 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 sir. How you doing? What's the score? Tied at 0. 2:27 to go in the game. So we've missed nothing. No scoring yet. Right in time. Let's fix the logos.
Yo, don't rip my chair, yo. My grandma was doing that shit up. Yo. crapshoot, yo.
You get 4 more than them. I'm great.
All right, 2:27. You got 2.
All right, we're going to try to adjust this as fast as we can. So here we go. The fake does not work for Rampage. We're still tied at 0. Proctor. Sac City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, Bill. Let's go,
2 minutes.
Let's go.
Hey, Ron, I'm gonna come to your meeting and tell all the MPs they suck.
You know I'm gonna tell them they
I'm
suck.
gonna kick the door down and tell them they suck.
It's at 12 o'clock.
I'll be there.
You be in there.
Here we go. Rampage and Scorpions. Tied at 0. 2 minutes to go. Proctor way back there. You gotta get it off. He's sacked.
Let's go, bro. Let's fucking go.
Bell coming in.
Let's go.
3rd down coming up. Scorpions in the pink. Rampage in the black. I missed you last week.
Yeah, what, down in Miami?
Yeah. We had a 6 a.m. work. That was going to be a little hard to swing.
I missed out on being with 300, 400 women to just chill with 3 of them.
Timeout is called. Shout out to everybody right down there at South Beach building flag football up. Just mentioned the women's tournament last weekend. Category 5, they're putting on a storm coming at Nationals. We had Ricky John Francois on Blood Talk the other night to talk about Category 5 and the South Florida Flag Football Association. They and No Excuses will be on the scene at Nationals. We'll be looking to make it down there as well. That'll be in January 14th, 15th, and 16th. Northeast Regional Park in Davenport, Florida. Right here, Scorpions just trying to get out of the end zone. Remember, this is considered a safety back here. Right side throws. What a play. 1st down, Scorpions. 1 minute, here we go. 0-0 in the 4th quarter. For those who were wondering, you have not missed any scoring. Nobody has scored yet. Trying to find my place back here. Off the hands, incomplete. I want to start going forward. Remember, we can only go this direction. There was a safety concern in the back of the end zone over there.
Let his ass outside. Be more.
We're going to work our way up. Rampage in the black. They got 1 win earlier over the Elite Rebels. Scorpions in the pink.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black.
We're going to head down here. We're going to get everything coming towards this side of the field. Feeling good, feeling good. Just been a hard year to make it down here. Glad to be here today, though. Ball up in the air, incomplete. We're going back here.
Need another pick. 3 on the day.
End zone's back here by the cell phone tower. Back on the field we started at this morning for Rampage and Elite Rebels. We're going to be here for the rest of this game. I'm going to be watching Misfits and Bad Boys to the best of my ability down here. Misfits lead that game 14-0. at the start of the third quarter. This game has been tied at 0 the entire way through. Not the first time we've been here for a tied game with Scorpions and Rampage this late. Running to the right side, nowhere to go. Remember, it was down there, way down there. The back of that end zone where the stairs are, where 1 year ago on that very field, week 3 of OMFFL, we were over there when Greg Proctor found Travis Hale on a 25-yard seam route to beat Rampage 7-0 that day. That touchdown coming in the final minute of the game. We were a mile down the road, down at the middle school, last November, when the Scorpions and Aftermath were tied at 0, up until the very end when Aftermath scored to make it 6-0. Seemed like the Scorpions were dead in the water. 11 seconds were left. Proc found a shot down the field and then found Gronk in the back of the end zone to tie the game at 6. And then in overtime, it was the game-winning field goal by Gronk that gave the Scorpions the OMFFL championship, the undisputed OMFFL champion of 2020. Remember, there was no spring season. Scorpions were the only one that last year. They got one MFFL chip this year. Can I get an Owings Mills? Punt coming. Rampage trying to go back-to-back seasons. And that's bobbled. So we're going to go back to where we were earlier. Remember, the side of the field closest to the turf field is not usable. There is a safety concern there. Normally, I believe they're over there, the soccer fields. They were kind of stuck with this one today. A lot of things going on around Newtown High here in Owings Mills, Maryland. We'll be back in Shippensburg next Saturday for a whole slate of games. Might just be me, might be Keith Giles. Either way, we'll be there. No other action next weekend locally in 9-man. MFFL wrapping up today. OMFFL wrapping up today. KFFL is the last league standing. Some updates down in Tucker Road. We know that the Final Four is Playmakers Elite versus Only Us. PME trying to win their first MFFL championship since 2019. Remember, they missed last fall, although some of their players were with the WAC Rebels when they fell in the chip to the Blackhawks. On the other side of that bracket is FOE playing Ride Out. FOE trying to get to the championship game. Ride Out trying to get in there as well. They were a semifinalist last year in the MFFL playoffs to the WAC Rebels. FOE finally getting a playoff win to get out of that first round bubble. Remember, they went one and done the last 2 tournaments they played in the postseason. Fell to Venom last year in the OMFFL playoffs. And then fell this year, and then fell back in the spring to Southside. Number 2 seed in Scorpions versus the number 6 seed in Rampage. Remember, Scorpions, I believe, were a 6 seed when they lost to Rampage in the OMFFL playoffs last year. Complete left side. Pulled right down. Rampage, the 6th seed this time around. And they're going to call the end of regulation on that note. So at the end of regulation, the score tied at 0. We'll be right back. We are back for overtime here at Newtown High School. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Give you a couple of updates from around the 9-man world. Right now in Tucker Road over the MFFL playoffs, FOE and Rideout is tied at 7, while PME is up 20-0 on Only Us. So PME making a strong statement early, trying to show they're still here in this A game. They'll be in their first tournament in nearly 2 years next month at the Capital Classic. Sack, nowhere to go. First overtime here. Overtime rules, 4 plays for the 20. So 1 down, 3 to go for the Scorpions. Incomplete. Try to back up a little. 3rd down coming up for the Scorps. It's been a while since the Scorpions have not made a league championship game. Whenever they had a bit of a run of their own in the OMFFL that started back in 2018, has run strong ever since. Even the season they didn't win last season, they were in the championship following the Rampage. 25-7. They would get revenge on them 2 weeks later, however, in Tucker Road as part of the MFFL championship, with Rampage falling the Scorpions 25-4. The other meeting this year, 2 others. One was back in the spring in the regular season, a game that was technically considered a MFFL game, played with MFFL officials and everything, but was played up here in Randallstown, about a few miles down the road. It was counted towards both leagues. That was a 7-7 tie they played. And then the other meeting was this past season, OMFFL. Scorpions victorious there as well. So the Scorpions have an edge right now of 2-1. They had 2 other meetings last year. One in the regular season of OMFFL. The 7-0 win by the Scorpions. 25-23 at Clash of York 2. Scorpions beat Rampage in the quarterfinals. This was the finals of the 2018 Mason-Dixon Classic when Scorpions fell to Rampage in the A Championship. And the 2 teams celebrated together at Capital Classic 19 when Rampage beat 7 Point in A and Scorpions won B against the Renegades. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down now coming up for the Scorpions, who freshly coming off a trip to New York last week. They were up there in GCFFA. They fell short to both Punishers and Chain Gang on Saturday. Sunday, they got a forfeit win over the Dragons, but took a loss to the Strong Island Bulldogs. They also got a forfeit win on TakeOver as well. Dragons disqualified for use of an illegal player last week. Affected them against both Misfits and Scorpions. Dragons had a forfeit again on Friday night in GCFFA to Chain Gang. Bad Boys just punted the Misfits. I don't think Bad Boys have done much of anything, so I would imagine that game's about the same. Right here, though, the Scorpions going for what would appear to be a 35-yard field goal in an attempt to get 3. If not, Rampage ended with 1 score.
Hey, I'm using my strong hand. You
Look at the 4 meetings, 2-1 to 1 so far. If you look at that margin overall, it's kind of crazy to think about. That margin between those 4 games is only about 3, maybe 5, give or take. It's been close the whole time these two have played each other. Largest margin of victory was when Rampage lost to the Scorpions 25-4 in the MFFL title game. But that was after Rampage beat the Scorpions 25-7 up here. And there's a bad snap. Proctor and company's confused, but they're saying dead ball. Rampage will get it. So here we go. Rampage have a chance to win it. Archer, their normal kicker, is not here. Steve Winter, however, looked like he was doing pretty well earlier. He had a shot to take the lead earlier. Just as we walked up, the first play was a botched kick that Winter made. Scorpions are very disorganized right now, though. They were still harping on the last play, and now they're in position, but Jesus. Not how you want to look at this time of the year in this kind of game. Price. We're going to head downhill just in case. Don't want that tree getting in the way. 0-0 is the score. Scorpions number 7 in the TBT rankings. Rampage number 8. Scorpions trying to win their second league this year. They won MFFL back in July. Rampage trying to repeat in OMFFL. Misfits waiting for the winner. Unless something changed down there. We'll see in a minute. Price. Incomplete. Holding on the offense, it'll be declined. Price. He's sacked. Chico was out anyways. Now it's a critical 4th down for Rampage. There's a possibility, the way this is going, that Misfits might be able to finish before we do. Hard to believe this game had a 15-minute head start. Hard to believe this game had a 15-minute. Fourth down coming up for Rampage. Trying to win their 4th 9-man championship this year. Price. Incomplete. Rampage ball still. We'll hit the second overtime. So 2 overtimes is where we're at. So with that, there we go. So we'll resume at Rampage ball. First drive of the second overtime. Now, we've had many overtime classics over the years. See where this one measures up. Scorpions had to go through 5 overtimes to get to the championship last season. 2 with the Misfits, 3 with the Titans. They beat the Spartans with some ease, but right now Rampage giving them all they can handle right now. Complete left side. Got it to Chico that time. Holding on the offense, and Rampage goes backwards. Misfits and Bad Boys still playing down there. I have not really seen much scoring. Doesn't look like anybody scored really in that second half. If they're still playing, we will head over there at the end of this game. We decided to head over here because it was a 2-score lead for Misfits going into half. And we wanted to try to get an update here. Found out no score had happened at all since we had gotten up here. I'd seen each team be down here a few times, but nobody has came away with points. A defensive battle for the ages breaking out here in Newtown. Price. Oh my. Touchdown, Rampage. 6-0.
Hey, Joe, he said 2. He said 2 and 1. He said 1. Gotta play for 2, yeah. Finally.
See, it's always the short days that get dragged out.
They kicking one?
So they're going to kick for 1.
I don't know.
Trying to get a cue here. Technically, I thought the third overtime is where the 2 is required at. I don't know if that's a recent revision or not, though, to the rule book. I know last year we were there in Marty Snook for 5 overtimes with Program and the Spartans. That was settled on the penalty kick aspect. What we saw yesterday, actually, with the Penn State-Illinois game. That's how that game got resolved to the third overtime. Spartans victorious 21-20 that day. Rampage trying to get one here. Incomplete. Remember, Scorpions in the playoffs have won their last 3 overtime games in OMFFL. Going back to last year when they beat Aftermath. They have a shot at winning one here. Can they do it? They beat Aftermath in overtime, 9-6 last year. Beat the Misfits in double overtime, 17-14. And had another 17-14 win on the Mountain Titans in triple overtime right afterwards. Who can forget that day? Scorpions playing at least 3 games before even getting to the chip. And the 3 games count overtime. Those 5 overtime periods took a toll on them. That heat that day was just overbearing over in Kenwood. Rampage had a similar issue. They were in 2 dragouts with both PME and Southside and Maffel before losing to the Scorpions. Right side. And not pulled right down shy of the end zone. Reese was just short. Proctor has not been in for the Scorpions since we got on the field earlier. Don't know whether he's hurt or not. They still got some football left to play themselves. They'll be at GCFFA next month for their playoffs. Scorpions 4-4 up there this year. So we mentioned with Rampage after today, we will not see them until Capital Classic. And that'll be the last time we see them before Nationals, one would imagine. He got it, bobbled, incomplete. Yeah, those youngsters, a nice little visual. Just short. Third down coming. Looks like Misfits are driving on the bad boys right now. Looks like they'll be heading to the finals. Right side. Has an open lane. Pull down shy of the end zone. Fourth down coming up. Great defense by Rampage. This is a team who, this is their 54th game since April. You count the offseason tournaments and last nationals, this is a Rampage team that overall is currently playing in their 66th game of 2021. Since January, Rampage has been in 66 nine-man games, 6 at nationals, 6 preseason tournament matchups they were involved in, maybe more than that, maybe closer to 70 in numbers. Most games played in 9-man, most wins in 9-man at 39. They got 40. They got 40 earlier today, so trying to get win number 41 this year. Or this particular season. Remember, that's not counting the 4 wins they had at nationals or the 5 off-season matchup wins they had in exhibition play. Count those in as the team sitting at 50 wins overall for the year. Only other team close to catching Rampage in win total is the Misfits. They're at 31. A win against Bad Boys will get them at 32. After that, right behind them, coming up forward, is the Lions, the Punishers, and Strong Island. Scorpions sit at 28 wins overall this year. They're third place. And then after that, the other team at 20 is the Tri-State Spartans. Right side, going to throw last second. What a play! Touchdown, Scorpions! We're tied at 6. Tied at 6.
No, you don't. No, you have to go for it. They don't have none. We all called the timeout. They tried to call it earlier for the field goal. You said we tried.
Conversion coming.
You get another one every overtime.
Looks like Misfits have scored down there to extend their lead. They'll be headed to the finals where they'll take on the winner of this. Will it be Scorpions or will it be Rampage? Championship game originally set to start 11:45. I think we're getting closer to probably about 12:30 at this point, maybe a little earlier. We'll be live for it either way. False start. Or, no, encroachment on Rampage. That's critical. Update from Down Tucker, 13-7, right out with the lead. On FOE, I believe PME just scored again on Only Us. Misfits down there, look like they're about to wrap it up. End zone, game over! Scorpions are headed to the championship once again. They defeat Rampage 8-6 in double overtime. What a comeback for the Scorps. Round 5 this year goes to the Scorpions. They've gotten Rampage 3 times this year. Twice in the postseason. Twice this fall. 3 in a row now. We'll see him in a few minutes. And we'll check out Rampage next month at Capital Classic. I'm Joey Blaze. We're going to walk back to the main field. Scorpions to the championship. They defeat Rampage 8-6. Right back. We're back here for Misfits and Bad Boys, still going. Well, Tyler Spencer, I'm about to say bye-bye. That's just what he does. Late pitch. Pulled down. Misfits to the championship. They defeat Bad Boys. We'll be back in a few minutes for Misfits Scorpions.